Good morning, you beautiful angel. So, today I wanna tell you a little bit about so-called a spiritual ego, which I think many of us go through, at least on some level. It's kind of like at least for me, it came after first awakening, and maybe it was earlier. I think so, it was earlier, but it's just how do I say this? It was revealed to me later on, because the old ego was dying. It kind of like felt that the spiritual ego was only one that was left, you know. So it's like a it sneaks in like so quietly and so easily, and it's like a sneaky little bastard that comes and and replace your old ego structure. So it's a layer over the old layer. It's kind of new layer after over new. It's kind of like new layer over old layer. And yeah, it's a it's a sneaky little bastard that sneaks in, you know, quietly. Doesn't say a thing, doesn't say a word when it comes. And it's like a, you know, not so fun roommate. Like, so how do I say it? So shitty. So shitty roommate. But anyway, it's yeah, so it might be shown in a very many ways, but for me it showed up like it came with the new ideas, you know, those ideas that this is a good idea, maybe we take this tour this time, you know, something new, something so fresh, and this is the way to go. And what happens is your inner self, your intuition, your heart is saying that, like, those subtle nudges within you are saying like, do this and please go and check this. And what the spiritual ego does in your mind says that, nope, you don't have to do it. No, you are so awakened now. You are not so awakened, but you already are, you know, in a certain stage, so you don't need to face these things anymore. Just forget it and don't face it. And just and you know, something like that. And it's for me it felt like when I realized that I have developed this spiritual ego, it came like now I really see how it works, the mechanism. It's whenever your inner self is trying to sell, like your intuition really is saying you that go and do and check that thing. Just check, just face it or check that thing. Your mind is saying, nope, you don't have to do it, just forget it, you don't want to see it, you don't need to see it, you know. What was my phone saying? I don't know. Yeah, so you kind of like just want to dismiss it. You pass that without seeing that thing in your face. You just wanna, bypass that. And it's a bypassing. It really is a bypassing. You are not facing what you need to face. In truth, you are not facing your inner self. You're just try to avoid it, what you need to face. It doesn't have to mean that you have to do everything about that thing, but you need to feel. You need to face it within, and you need to face that. It doesn't mean you have to do anything about it. But if it is something you need to do, just follow your inner guidance and do. If you need to make that call, just call. Doesn't mean you have to micromanage everything, but just face it. You are supported. And so it's so slippery. It kind of like it feels like I have this new strategy. Let's do this. And it so easily slips into the, how do you say it? Nihilism? How do you say it in English? That you are in a phase that, no, it's not a phase. In a side, onto the side that you deny everything. You just die. You die. Yeah, you're gonna die. You are denying everything. It's kind of like because it's that's why it feels that, at least for me, it was so hard to cope with the face that you've already seen through the veil, but it's not have been landed. So the face is like you see it, but it's not here yet. And that's why the spiritual ego can grasp you so quickly, because it wanna take you somewhere new, but the mind is not able to take you nowhere new, because you are already home. So it's like a new it wanna takes you to the next level and a new adventure. And yeah, boy, that's what it does. It really does that. It takes you to the whole new adventure, but it's not the adventure you want. Not at all. So it's really slippery, and because you see through the veil, it so easily goes into that phase where again, phase. It's not a phase. It's kind of state where you are, and no, it's not a state even. It takes you somewhere what is even more dangerous than where you were before. So and yeah, and the consequences might be drastic. So please be so aware what's happening and face whatever you need to face. You are supported by the divine, so you will get help whatever the problem is. But for me, it felt like the spiritual ego took grasp on me more heavily, because in a certain phase, because I was so tired, I was so frustrated and so tired, and I was so exhausting myself with all this awakening. I really exhausted myself so thoroughly that it just felt like I want to close my eyes. I want to vanish. I don't know where. I just want to vanish from here. I just don't want to face my world or my life anymore. And that's when the spiritual ego like hooked me. And yeah, so just be really aware what's happening within you. And it is it really is a sneaky little bastard that sneaks in. Yeah, like Pat Connor, and there it is. And you don't even notice. There it is. And I remember that it was like maybe a year or maybe more ago. I came across teachings that was talking about spiritual ego, and then I remember I wasn't yet awakened. Like the first awakening wasn't landed yet. So yeah, I came across those teachings, and then I was like, what do I have? Because I already understood that reflective nature of, you know, the consciousness. So I was kind of like, yeah, maybe, but no, it doesn't feel like, no, it can't be. Not for me. You know, that special, unique me, not for me. No, this is not me. And even that was already the spiritual ego that was saying that, nope, not concerning me. Nope, that's not for me. So be really cautious, because everything here is only here to wake you up. Everything here is a reflection of your inner state. So those teachings are real. And if you come across, just, you know, go so deep within and notice that if there is, because I'm not even sure, are we, you know, like generally, are we able to recognize it if it's fully on? The spiritual ego, maybe it blocks all the, at some level it might be also that it's blocking, you know, the inner knowing. But I would just suggest that if you really feel something within you, and those subtle nudges that says within you something like, do that thing, just check that thing, or, you know, make that call or something, just do it. Don't let your mind control you, because the mind is trying to control those. I know it's easily said and done, but I've been there and I'm still there. But and I'm doing mistakes also. Mistakes, those are not even mistakes. Everything has its point, you know. So be really aware what if there comes some, you know, intuition is saying something. Be aware that what your thoughts are like, how your thoughts are responding. So your thoughts, if those thoughts are saying something like, nope, you don't need to face it, just forget it, that's spiritual ego. And yeah, just face it. Be cautious and be aware. You will get through it. I promise you. You are supported, and also that you don't have to blame yourself if you find it within you, the spiritual ego. You don't have to, you know, judge yourself or anything, because it has its purpose also. Because when you finally see that it has been there, you are able to crack open, to crack through some layers of your identity. So there's like in every case, there's a good and bad side. There's two sides of the same coin. So there might be also a good benefit of that in a one sense. don't let it be there. If you see it, you see it, but it might take some time for you to see it, because it kind of hooks you. So but anyway, at least for me, I think it was in one sense it was beneficial, because when I pushed through that layer, I really saw, and my insights and leveling up was quite remarkable, you know. So it has, in one point of view, it has its benefits. But yeah, so that, and don't hesitate to ask if you want to know something more. I love you so much. See you next time.